I guess we'll start with relationship red flags. All right, here's what we got. Instant deal breaker. Bad but manageable. Not the worst. Depends on the situation. Neutral. Does not matter. Could be good. Actually, I like this. Here's a quick aside. I thought in my younger years that deal breaker was a good thing. All right, that is as good as we're gonna get. Hopefully you can read this. Okay, different political alignments. Where do we go on this? It's definitely in the worser things because it's just gonna be brought up a lot right now, right? That's my thinking. It's gonna be brought up. And we have different political alignments. I would say, though, it's not an instant deal breaker. I don't really care. Like, everyone is good. I wouldn't even say it's bad. I would say not the worst thing for me personally. You think bad but manageable. Interesting. I'm thinking not the worst thing. I really don't think it's bad. And you know why? Here's the deal why. Here's why. And this is why I might be different than some. I don't have really strong political alignments. I don't really have the strongest political alignments. So not the worst thing. I'm like, all right, yeah, you have your reason. You have your reason. Okay. Invested in politics though. That's where we get a little worse. Because I'm not really super opinionated on it. I am not really wanting to hear it all too much. I wouldn't. How invested? What does that mean? How invested is this? What do you think? What does invested in politics mean to you? What does that mean? Is that like heavily invested in your opinion? Maybe we need to skip that one for right now. Yeah, that's what they mean, huh? I think that is what they mean. So that means I'm having to hear it all day. Even if I align with it, I don't want to hear it. I would say instant deal breaker. You're heavily involved in or heavily invested in politics and what's going on, and I have to hear it every day. I cannot deal with it. I am not interested. Even if we totally align, I don't want to hear it. I just don't care. All right. Practices a religion you are not involved with. Again, like, what kind of religion? You know, and not even that. It's more so like, what practice? Practicing, man. Talking about practice. It's not a game. We're talking about practice. Talking about practice. What does practices a religion you are not involved with? I'm going to assume in this situation she has zero interest in needing me to practice it at all. I would say not the worst thing, and it also depends on the situation. How much practice are we chatting about? I'm gonna probably put this in depends on the situation since it's here, cause yeah, it really depends. Okay, lives with parents. Well, this also depends on the situation. Are you living with your parents because you have no prospects? Or are you living with your parents because your prospects are so great it doesn't even make sense to spend money on rent? I'm not against it, obviously. I'm going to say it depends on the situation for this one as well. Yeah. Oh, choose loudly is so gross. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you're broke and jobless, this is a deal breaker. But that's more so about being broke and jobless. Not really a lot to do with the living with parents. Okay. Choose loudly is fucking disgusting. Because it's chewing with the mouth open, right? Maybe that'll be in here as well. Is it an instant deal breaker though? I hate it too. You know what? I'm really sensitive to noise. I think it would draw me up a fucking wall. Choose loudly. I'm really sensitive to noise. I hear it, man. People making noises. Fucking chewing. Oh, honestly, it might be a deal breaker for me. Ah, man. Okay. Can't decide, dude. That's what instant deal breaker means, right? Can't go out with her. She chewed too loudly. Sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Yeah, if everything else is perfect and chewing loudly is the only thing, I would say bad but manageable. It definitely invested in politics is an instant deal breaker, for sure. I wouldn't want to be around that at all. Orders the fast food option at specialty restaurants? What the fuck does that mean? Does that just mean orders the food they like at specialty restaurants? I don't give a fuck about that. That's like so stupid. What does that mean? Because I actually, you know what? Why I don't care? Because I do that. Ish. Let me explain. I think that means like gets chicken tenders at a nice Mexican. Yeah, I don't care about that at all. That's fine with me. Get what you want. And I think it's because I am kind of like that. I would say the majority of people love sushi. I hate sushi, but I don't want to dictate the restaurant when with friends and other people who like whatever. So I will get like I'll just get a plate of meat or some shit. I'll just get something that's not sushi, that has no fish on it. If I was at a seafood restaurant, I would get chicken tenders. So this doesn't bother me in the slightest. I don't even care. Yeah, I would say neutral, does not bother me. Orders the fast food option at specialty restaurants. I don't care at all. Like, whatever. Picky eater. Okay, so I'm going to imagine that this dictates restaurants and is pretty annoying to deal with. I'll say if it was, I know it's not, if it was something like I don't like sushi, I don't like fish, like me, I wouldn't care about that at all. I would say neutral, doesn't matter. Like, you know, we just eat around it. But I'm kind of reading this one as, like we only go out to eat at American restaurants or something. Like, I don't do Mexican. Oh, I don't do fish. Oh, I don't do Afghani food. Oh, I don't do Thai. Like, that would be kind of annoying. I would say bad but not manageable. I do love food, but it's not an instant deal breaker. And I have no qualms in getting food on my own. That's not a big deal to me. So, not an instant deal breaker. Would you break up with them over it though? When they make it other people's problem, like you said. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. Bad but manageable. Okay, we're aligned. It's not an instant deal breaker. Inconsistent communication. Shit. What does that mean? What does that mean? Inconsistent communication is pretty rough. Is it an instant deal breaker? Again, is it an instant deal breaker? Does this just create, do you think this just creates more fighting? When does this come up? Like, is this everything? Creates more fighting. Because does it also mean like I'll be there in 5 minutes, but they're there in 15? That's inconsistent communication. But then sometimes they say 5 minutes, but it's actually 5 minutes. You know what? Honestly, the new me, I'm not into it, dude. I'm not into it. Say what you mean. Like, I can't do this. I'm a 98-year-old adult. I don't want to deal with it. Dismissive of your feelings or opinions, immediate deal breaker. It's annoying. It's totally cool if you don't agree with the opinions. Imagine not agreeing with someone's feelings. What's going on? I'm upset. No, you're not. Okay. Controlling. I do like a little control, but I don't think in the way that they mean. Actually, I fucking hate control. What am I talking about, dude? That recently, like, has been brought up a couple times. You, Wade, actually said that I should probably need control. You said a little control would do me well. I don't know, though. How controlling are we talking? Shit. It does depend on the situation. I'm trying to think, like, how much control I can handle. How much control can I handle before it becomes an instant deal breaker? I guess it wouldn't be an instant deal breaker. It would just be a deal breaker down the line. I would assume this is pretty controlling. Yeah, I'd agree. I think, honestly, instant. Because here's the deal, dudes. I like to wear what I want to wear to places and things. I like to not shave my face. I do what I want to do. And actually, this weekend, we were doing horoscope shit with my sister. And, like, down to the minute type horoscope stuff. And, like, say what you will about it. I don't read too into it. I'm so far from a daily horoscope person and signs and all that shit. I'm not, but I like it. I think it's fun. And it's also interesting how much is true for me. So there was a line about relationships, and it said how my life can be perfect alone. Relationships are just awesome toppings, but you don't need it for the whole life. Not important. It's not important to have a perfect life. I read that and I thought, pretty spot on. I don't need to be in a relationship. I like to be in one, but my life can be going great without one. So with that said, I don't need to be controlled. I'm good. I also think I'm not like a fucking moron. So I'd like to think I'm not a fucking moron. So like occasionally I do wear inappropriate shirts for situations, but it's calculated. And if I think that people will giggle and no one will be offended, I'll do it. But if I'm not such a fucking idiot that I wear a Budweiser shirt to a funeral. And you might be saying like, wow, that's an interesting scenario. Why do you bring that up? Because I have second cousins who did that. They wore that and NASCAR shirts to my grandfather's funeral. So I don't think I need control. That's the whole point of that. Anyway, lack of accountability. This is another instant deal breaker in my life. Me personally, I'm not here to fucking babysit anyone. I need an independent bitch who gets her shit done. I'm human. We're all humans. Shit happens. I'm not saying that, but I don't need to. I'm not gonna walk around making sure you paid your taxes and all that. I'm not doing it. You're an adult. Figure it out. Get your shit done. Everyone needs help, but that's not what that's about. Lack of accountability. Unwilling to address or resolve conflict. That is unwilling to address or resolve conflicts. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's a deal breaker. What the fuck? Because that's like a never thing, right? That's not like I need a lot of time. That would be bad but manageable. But unwilling is kind of almost like a hard stop. Like you never talk about bigger conflicts ever. Just sits there forever. Not doing that. Okay. Passive aggressive. I would say bad but manageable. I don't know. Bad but manageable probably. Passive aggressive. Like, I don't know. I don't want to stack instant deal breakers up on each other too much. And I don't know. I think of passive aggressiveness as like a little crybaby thing. And I would just be like, all right, whatever. I want to be a baby about it. We're going to leave that there. Lack of emotional availability really depends on the situation, I think. Some would say that I lack emotional availability. Some would probably say that, and they might be right. So, yeah, depends on the situation. If you're like a cold fucking brick wall, I won't say heartless bitch. I know that's what some of you guys were thinking I was gonna say. But if you're just a cold wall all the time, probably definitely a deal breaker. But, if there's some emotion in there, depends on the situation. Excessive jealousy. Immediate instant deal breaker. Because that's super annoying. Especially because I've been told I am a flirt. And I don't understand it at all. I don't think I am, but almost every girlfriend has told me I am a flirt with random people. Just fucking the old woman checking us out at the grocery store. So, like everybody, I guess. Just the way I talk to people is flirty. And I think it's just being kind, whatever. So excessive jealousy won't work. Constantly negative is like super fucking annoying. I don't need to be around that. I don't need to be around. Oh, disregards boundaries. Yeah, that's definitely an issue with me because I'm not good at my boundary setting anyway. So if this was a therapy session, I'd be like, oh, I can't have anyone like that in my life. I don't know, dude. Disregards boundaries. Yeah, I mean, fucking deal breaker. I mean, that is what eventually, I think, mainly broke up my 8-year relationship, kind of. It's more on me, though. Not setting boundaries clearly from the get-go. Not really on her. This is all on me. I don't know. I'm going to put this in bad but manageable, I think. I don't know. We're gonna just leave that there. Doesn't have the same music taste whatsoever. Fuck. It's really not the worst thing. I'm almost willing to say neutral does not matter. Like, how often do we listen to the same music? Or how often, like car rides? You just go back and forth. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna just say neutral does not matter. Because what this means... Okay. What this means is I have to listen to country, and I learned this morning reggae, which I don't like. That's what I learned this morning. Listen to country and reggae, probably blues and jazz. Like, whatever. Fuck. I wouldn't want to, but like, I don't care. Okay, one-uppers. What does that mean? One-upping the person? What does that mean? What does that mean? Give me an example. What does one-uppers mean? Oh, is that like, oh, hey, I just got a high score in this video game. Oh, that's great. I actually got a better score than that. Is that what that means? But like for normal adult things? Yeah, one-uppers are fucking annoying. One-uppers are very annoying. Is it a deal breaker? Oh, that's another one. I had a bad day. Oh, well, my day was so much worse. Fuck. Fuck, dude. Damn, one-uppers, bro. That's a good one. That's a better example than what mine was. Because mine was like competition. Yours is too. But yours is more of a very real everyday example, which would be super annoying. Fuck. Is it a deal breaker, though? What is yours? What would you say? Is yours a deal breaker? I'm kind of thinking mine would be like bad but manageable. I guess like with all of these, are we going with the idea that they're perfect in every way except this one thing? Maybe not perfect. Are they great in every way except this one thing? That's the thing. How often are one-uppers coming up? I will say though, you know, it does probably turn into you not wanting to share any win or any loss. Like you don't want to share anything. It probably does turn into that. Like, I just won't talk because every time I fucking do, this person has this. I don't know. Deal breaker. Is it a deal breaker? How much? I mean, the thing is, how often do you talk about neutral stuff with somebody and unneutral things that could be one-upped? Like, if you say, like, oh, I really like this movie, what do you think? There's no way to one-up that. I like this movie more, you know? Is it worse than any other bad but manageable? Choose loudly. Picky eater. No. Passive aggressive. Disregards boundaries. Is it worse? Very tough. I think I am going to put it in the bad but manageable. It could just be like the worst bad but manageable. We're going to just put it there for now. Excessively compliments. I wouldn't mind that at all. It could be good. I could probably use someone like that in my life. Never compliments. Never compliments. Definitely one of the more negative things. I don't want to say it's an instant deal breaker. It might be, actually. Never compliment. Dude, that would be right? Like, that's kind of rude. Never compliments. Because you make dinner and they don't compliment it at all. How annoying would that be? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's the constantly negative. Yeah, I couldn't do that. That's just rude. Not into that. Only compliments physical attributes. My confidence is so low in my physical attributes that I'm just like, so this is just another never compliments. I feel like I wouldn't, I mean, yeah, I guess it like you wouldn't get any like, oh, this is a great meal. Oh, you did a great job hanging that picture of Adolf Hitler. I don't know. Bad but manageable. I mean, at least there's some compliments coming. It would be a little weird. Yeah, constantly late. I hate being late. Being late sucks. Being late sucks. Not a deal breaker. Maybe even just not the worst thing. Because eventually you just get used to it. Eventually you're just like, yeah, she's always late. What am I going to tell you, dog? Last minute cancels, dude. That's so annoying. That would be a deal breaker after a while. Honestly, like 2 or 3 times, I'd be over it. There's actually someone I was hanging out with, and she last minute canceled twice, and I just stopped. Never called again. It's like, no, that's like just hella disrespectful. Rude to service or retail staff is a deal breaker. Yeah, the last minute cancels, like, it's just so fucking rude. It's like so rude. So that one's easy. Rude to service or retail staff. I'm not here for it. That's an instant deal breaker for sure. Probably on the first date. Immediately on the first date. It would just be like, all right, she's a bitch. Oh, even if it's a real excuse, 2 or 3 times in a row, I just don't believe it. Like, really? Really? It's like, I don't believe in coincidence, so, you know, once, totally acceptable. Everyone has a fucked up thing, but twice in a row, suspect. 3 times in the series of a few months, not into it. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. Your time is not more important than mine. We're all working with the same clock. All right, does not have a single close friend. Shit, dude. Kind of went through that. And I don't think I'd want to do that again. No, dude, doesn't really depend on the situation. Like, okay, what are you saying? Like, if they moved here a month ago, they would still have a single close friend. What would be the situation? Oh, all of me and my close friends were on a flight, and the flight went down. I was the lone survivor. Yeah, best friend. Someone you would text right after a date. In this scenario, someone you would text after a date. They don't have one of those. I wouldn't even care if it was their sister that was their close friend. Actually, I would actually kind of care. I would care. That doesn't count now. It has to be a non-related third-party human being. Yeah. Does not have a single close friend, is a deal breaker, because that's just, it's red flags. It's red flags. That's what that is. Okay. Brags about how good of a liar they are. Honestly, it's not even the lying bit. It's the bragging that I have a problem with. Like, bitch, are you fucking 9 years old? You're bragging? What are you bragging about, dude? I fucking hate braggers, dude. I hate just bragging. I could trust them. I feel like, I think I'm really good at pulling out liars and figuring them out. But just bragging, I guess I'm taking this like they're just offering up this information. And those are the brags I hate. Just people bragging just in general without being like coerced into it in any way. I don't know, whatever. Goes to the gym every day. Actually, I like that. Never goes to the gym. I'm going to assume that just means like never works out. Because technically, I don't go to the gym. But I would put myself in actually goes to the gym every day. Okay, has a mental disorder. Well, it fucking depends, dog. I have a mental disorder, right? Like, there's a lot of mental disorders. Oh, I hate this shit. I'm one of these, but I don't know what the fuck this means. Neurodivergent. Works differently from the average. Okay, so that's me. Yeah. Referencing the autism. I mean, it super depends on how fucking autistic they are. We'll just do depends on situation. There we go. This is funny. Imagine this being a deal breaker. Neurotypical. An average person's brain. Deal breaker. Can't deal with that shit. Brain work too good? Nah. Not about it. Not about it. I would say just could be good. Because it could be bad if they didn't understand how others' brains work. Alright. Makes plans for the future without consulting your preferences. So yeah, that would be bad but manageable. Oh my god, there's so many. It's crazy. Okay. Alright. Probably don't need to discuss every single one. Longest relationship never lasted more than a month. I would have to understand why, but I would say bad but manageable. Multiple exes within the same year. Again, I don't really see a huge issue with that. Never been in a relationship. Well, I'm 34. Should probably change that. Tighten that together. Damn, Taco Cabana looks great. Sorry. I have an ad for tacos next to me. I'm 34. If I were on a dating thing, I think like the lowest I would go is 28. So if someone had never been in a relationship, I wouldn't be on the date if they told me that and be like, I can't date them. It would have to be a why. So I guess depends on the situation. Puts a lot of labels on themselves. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I hate labels. Not a fan of labels. Yeah, you saying Uda puts a lot of labels on themselves? Not a fan of it. Like, I don't like teams, you know? I would say instant deal breaker. Actually, that would be really annoying. Because I think you're kind of having a, what do you call that? It's too much attachment. It's way too much attachment to things. Like, you gotta let go of that attachment. Constantly brings up an ex is a deal breaker. I hate it. Lacks empathy is probably bad but manageable. Not the worst thing. Not great, but yeah. Males with only male friends, females with only female friends. That's actually, I like that. And if she only had dude friends, I would not like that. That would be fucking weird. And I would say, okay, I don't know, could be good. No, I actually like that. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't dislike if she had a dude friend. I don't care about that. I don't know. Now I'm all thrown off. Whatever. References outdated gender rule. What does that mean? Are there gender roles that are outdated? I wasn't aware we were what the fuck does that mean? I didn't think any roles were out. Oh, gender roles. Like, okay, like a role for the gender. Not like, I got it. Not pronouns. I read that as pronouns, and I'm like, when did they start outdating the pronouns? I thought we were just adding to the bucket. References outdated gender roles. I get, okay, this is probably not in my fucked up brain where I'm like, obviously they're joking. No, this is real shit. References outdated gender roles. It would be a deal breaker because I think the gender roles that come to mind is like, that they would be referencing is like, well, when we get married, I'm gonna quit my job and be a homemaker and you're gonna have to make that money. And I'd be fine with that if that's how shit worked out. But I don't want to be controlled and told to do that. So it's a deal breaker. You can find their whole life on social media. Neutral, doesn't matter. As a streamer, don't care. No drama, please. I'll say could be good. I'll say I would put this in actually I like this, but I would say could be good because occasionally there's some drama that needs to be discussed. But like, it's so rare. I don't really like getting super duper into like petty drama. So this is good. Could be good is great. Furry. Fuck. This means they're a furry. Like they're a furry, not just in some situations. Yes. Yeah. Super easy deal breaker, am I right, guys? Totally. I almost broke my wrist moving it to the deal breaker part so quickly. Only hobbies include a TV, video game, or computer. Sick. Actually, I like this. One word replies to everything? To everything? Is it one word replies to like basically obviously not everything, but like, yo, dude, actually we have a cousin who basically does that, and I would never, like, it's pulling, like, talk shit behind their friends' backs. Who doesn't? Depends on the situation. If they always do that, that's weird as fuck. But, you know, is the victim in every story they tell. Deal breaker. Don't want to hear about it. They act like they're better than everyone else. Deal breaker. Kind of goes along the lines with the rude to service or retail staff. Always feel the need to prove themselves. What does that mean? I don't get it. It's been always feels the need to prove themselves. Does that just mean like they're okay? I don't. It's not the worst thing. I don't really care. Rude to parents. I mean, depends on the situation. I guess I'll say bad but manageable. My kind of thought here is like, really, like all the time you're rude to your parents? Like, maybe just stop talking to them. That's just me though. Can't text in complete sentences is a deal breaker. I find that to be some actually retarded shit. Like, I'm not about the how people text today. It's very, very annoying. Attention sponge. So they soak up attention, or they need attention. I think it's they need attention, right? I'll go with bad but manageable. Let's see. You have to make all the big plans. Ugh. Bad but manageable. I can do it. It's not the worst thing, but I don't want to. They want to make all the big plans. Do it. Actually, I like that. I don't want to do it. Always on their phone. Always on their phone. I would say not the worst thing. It's like annoying, but it's not the worst thing. Into celebrity gossip and reality TV. Fuck, man. It's gonna sound silly because like I love some reality TV, but I don't watch it all. I don't watch a lot of it. Well, okay. I mean, whatever, dude. Whatever, bro. It's not the worst thing, but it is bad but manageable. Into celebrity gossip or reality TV. I would say neutral, doesn't matter. I don't really care. Like, that's fine. Not a big deal. Bad hygiene or does not take care of their health. That's gross. Always want to eat out. Hell yeah, dog. Me too. Actually, I'm going to say could be good. Well, I'm very torn. Damn it. Yeah, actually, I like this. Never mind. I take it back. What am I doing? Likes going for drinks often. Like how often? What does that mean to you guys? What does that mean? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. 2 or more times a week. Yeah, it's not for me. I don't even like going out, so that doesn't make sense why I even waited. Struggles with keeping a job. That is yeah, I need to narrate. Struggles with keeping a job is definitely an instant deal breaker. We're not gonna do that. Calls themselves a nice guy. I don't care. Could be good. I'm just switching that for nice girl. I don't care. It's great. Females who are affectionately referred to their friends as bitches. Yeah, like a lot. I'd say like not the worst thing. Is that all they do? I'm gonna say bad but manageable. I'm going with the assumption that's like all they do. That's how they do that. Swears a lot. I'll say could be good. Is against swearing. Probably not gonna work out. Bad but manageable. I tend to swear a lot. Like spicy food. Actually, I like that. Dislike spicy food. Bad but manageable. Because I don't need spicy food. Likes sweets. Neutral. That doesn't matter to me. Dislike sweets. Neutral. That doesn't matter to me. Fast food is their favorite genre of food. Sounds like someone I want to party with. Damn. I mean, we're assuming that they're still healthy. And that's just their favorite food. And they maybe get it once or twice a week. right? We're not putting in our eyes people that are on shows that have like the weight that they are in the title of the show. That's not what this question is. Their just favorite genre of food is fast food. So if I ask like, hey, do you want to go out tonight? They'll say yes, and then I'll be like, all right, it's up to you. It's always going to be fast food. That's actually kind of not awesome. I would say not the worst thing. Not great, but not the worst thing. Does not have a degree nor working towards one. I don't care. Has a lot of debt. Bad but manageable. Kind of depends on where the debt's from, how much they're working it off, all that. But I would just say bad but manageable, I guess. Never traveled outside of their hometown. Where the fuck are you from? The Appalachian Mountains? Never left. Never traveled outside their hometown. That's kind of like actually a deal breaker. I don't know how many, I don't know. Wants kids, deal breaker. Does not want kids. Actually, I like that. Needs a lot of personal space. You and me too, bitch. Actually, I like that. Likes cartoons. Neutral, doesn't matter. Hates cartoons. Neutral, doesn't matter. Talkative online but silent IRL. It's bad but manageable. Bad but manageable. Dealt with it. Annoying. Your friends do not like them. Luckily, I don't live near any of my friends. I'm also not hanging out with the boys every week or any of that type of shit. So like, I would just say like not the worst thing. And also I feel like all my friends, like they're all dating totally different people and different people than I would ever date. So like, yeah, I don't know. Extreme involvement with parents. I would say bad but manageable. Not a deal breaker. Maybe it's not the worst thing. Again, it comes down to like, do I have to have extreme involvement with your parents? I'm gonna move it to not the worst thing. Has an addiction. So do I. To what? What does that mean? This is the depends on the situation. Only text you at night. I would say I kind of like that. I'm gonna say could be good actually. I could see how it could be bad. Bad at communicating. This is somewhat similar to the inconsistent communication, but it's different. They're bad at communicating. It's almost better than inconsistent communication because that's just like, you don't know what you're gonna get here. At least with this one, you're just like, they just suck at communicating. I think I'm probably gonna still put it in instant deal breaker because you're an adult. Communicate better. Describes their exes as crazy. Deal breaker, probably not a good sign. Cheated in the past. How much? Like once? Like you cheated once? Or you're a serial cheater, right? How many more do we have? Jesus Christ, there's so many of these. They kind of get more fun as we go. Cheated in the past. I would say bad but manageable. Needs to be reassured often. Eventually, that's horrible. Deal breaker. Disrespects animals. Deal breaker. Trust issues is similar to other shit, like the jealousy one. Deal breaker. Does not understand pop culture references. Me too. I'd just say not the worst thing, but not super fun. Parents track their location. It's kind of weird. For a bit, my entire family, we all had our location shared, but we didn't really track each other. We just had it shared, mainly for like when we were gonna hang out. Like, oh, where are they? I'm gonna just say depends on the situation. Smokes, could be good. Does drugs, depends on the drugs. Bad at driving. Not the worst thing, because when I'm driving, I am the one who drives. I know that sounds silly. I don't have a car right now. I have a license. I don't have a car. When I do, I just drive everywhere. I don't need others to drive. I'm good to drive. I'll drive. I'll drive. I'll drive. Excessive thirst for anime men or women. Excessive thirst. I'm gonna say bad but manageable. Kind of just cringy, but it's not like A deal breaker? Overly quirky. Overly quirky. Overly quirky. I think depends on the situation. Extremely indecisive. Bad but manageable. Has a very specific coffee order. Neutral, doesn't matter. It's text to me. Quotes TikToks IRL. Not the worst thing. I won't get it, but yeah. Gamer. Actually, I like this. Has a stuffed animal collection. Neutral, doesn't matter. Friends. Oh wait, female with masculine body. Male with girly hobby. Jesus Christ. Female with masculine hobby. Male with whatever. Female with masculine hobby. I don't care. Neutral, doesn't matter. Anger issues. Probably if it has to, like, deal breaker. Not really. Not about that. Had recent on and off again, on again, off again. Had recent on again, off again relationship. Probably like a deal breaker. I think like if I learned you were going back and forth with someone, I'll just be like, well, good luck. Does not like when you are with friends. Deal breaker. Sounds like jealousy shit. Says they do not care. Kind of depends on the situation. Refuses to try your hobbies. Say neutral, does not matter. Do I have any hobbies? No motivation, dreams, or goals. I would say that's boring. Probably an instant deal breaker. Like, what are you doing then? Won't let you use their phone. Why? Ooh, that's a good one. Is chat there? What does chat think? Likes obscure music only. Neutral, doesn't matter. It is a red flag, right? Won't let you use their phone. Like, why? What are you hiding? Okay. Doesn't like music. That's just weird, but I'd say bad but manageable. Early bird, actually. I kind of like that. Night owl. I would say neutral, doesn't matter as long as they don't care that I'm not gonna stay awake. Chronically online. Depends on the situation. I am also chronically online, but it's my job. Disney adult. Definitely deal breaker. Racist comments as a joke. God damn it. I mean, is it a joke? Is it a joke? Wait, is it a joke? Is it a joke? Is this a joke? Is it clearly a joke? God damn it, Wade. You're gonna make me do it. How racist? You know, it could be good. Like, oh, fuck it, dude. Like, I like dark humor, which is next. You know? If it's clearly not a joke... Okay, let's be very clear about this one. Racist comments as a joke. Which they put in quotes. I don't know how to read it, dude. I have autism. If there's any question, like, is that a joke? It's a fucking deal breaker. But if it's clearly a joke and it's funny, I like that. It's funny. Okay, how about this? Depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. Okay? It depends on the situation. Watches porn. I actually like that. Does not ever dress up for a date. We gotta try a little bit. Does not ever dress up for a date. Ever. Dude, date one would be weird. I'm gonna say for me it's a deal breaker. That would be just weird. That'd be weird. Tries to act cool. Definitely over time it's like, yo, dog, stop trying. It's fucking weird, so deal breaker. Assumes familiarity very early on. I'm gonna go with bad but manageable. Love bombing. Could be good. I love you very early on. Ugh. I don't know. I'm gonna go with depends on the situation. I don't know. Some people really throw that shit out there pretty quick. Forgets the important holidays or anniversary. I do too, though. Just say neutral, it doesn't matter. Calls you daddy. I'm gonna go with not the worst thing, because it's not great, but it's just like, not super into it. Believes in conspiracy theories. Depends on him, though. But I will say could be good. Because I like someone thinking outside the box, you know? Tries to convert your beliefs. How often? I'm going to just put it in like bad but manageable. Has no filter. Not the worst thing. Better than someone who's just filters out everything they're thinking. Strongly believe in zodiac signs, horoscope, or astrology. I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. That could definitely get really annoying. Throws away leftovers. Not the worst thing. Goes with the flow. Probably, I'm gonna go with could be good. There's sometimes we gotta fight back that flow. Road rage is for sure. What's going on? What's going on? Try this again. Where did I put road rage? Where'd it go? Oh no! I don't know where road rage went. Oh, there it is. Road rage can go up into deal breaker. Not dealing with that. Wants to be together within the first year before. Wants to live together within the first year before marriage. Really depends on that situation. I could see it happening in some situation, and I could see it not happening in others. Doesn't make time in their schedule to see you. That's just weird. Emotional outbursts. Control your shit, dog. Dude, I'm learning. What is going on? I hate this thing, kind of. Where's emotional outbursts? There it is. I'm learning I have a lot of deal breakers. I guess these are all extreme things. Solves disagreements with silent treatment. A deal breaker. Constant self-deprecating jokes. Bad but manageable. This. All right. Has a child from a previous relationship. I would say. I kind of want to. I can go with bad but manageable. Really not trying to take care of kids, you know? They don't ask questions about you. I find that very annoying because I don't really offer shit up about myself. So I'll probably just do the worst thing. Always wants to split the bill. It's kind of just weird. Actually, it's honestly bad but manageable. I don't really like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Expects you to pay for everything. That's right there. Man, I'm torn on this one. Probably gonna be a deal breaker. Needs to borrow a lot of money. Nah, deal breaker. Whole personality revolves around one thing. Deal breaker. Say you don't own them until marriage. Say you don't own them until marriage. Bad but manageable. I don't know. Oh, well, actually, yeah, yeah. Because I see where that's coming from. That's a deal breaker. That's fucking weird. They always change the plans to better suit them. Say bad but manageable. Can't handle me at my worst. Don't deserve me at my best. That is a princess. They miss high school. Ugh. I'd say bad but manageable. No, that's pretty... Because that's a whole mindset. That's a whole mindset. I don't know. Unsure about their sexuality. That's a deal breaker for sure. Constantly wants to take selfies or take photos together. Ugh. Not the worst thing, but it is nice. I mean, it is nice, but I wouldn't like it. Has a lot of noticeable tattoos. I like that. Needs the relationship to include sex. Hey, me too. Constant messy living space. Oh my god, I want to puke. Fuck. Dude, like it's never gonna change, I guess is what we're going with. So that's a deal breaker because I can do confine, like I can't do it. My shit needs to be clean. It needs to be cleanish. Can't be messy. Can't do that. It's gross. They don't express any issues. They don't express any issues during the relationship. Okay, but there are issues. That's the whole point. Bad but manageable. We need to communicate. Have to do everything together. Have to do everything together? Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that. Where did that go? Where's that? Oh, there it is. Have to do everything together. That's actually a deal breaker. That kind of goes with that whole independence thing. Can't hold eye contact during a conversation is probably bad but manageable. Lack of social life. Well, kind of me too. I'm gonna just say depends on the situation. Not their first marriage. Neutral, doesn't matter. Treat you like their therapist. Ugh, gross. Bad but manageable. Okay, last one. Not an active listener. That's so fucking annoying. Where is it? There it is. Wow. Okay, that's the list. Holy shit, that was really long. That took an hour and a half. That was crazy. I know we goofed around on the first ones because I didn't realize how long the list was. That was a really long list. I don't know. That was wild. I feel like I just took a test, like a really long test. That seems pretty good. It seems like a pretty spot on list. Okay. Wow. That was a good one. That was exhausting though. That was a good one for sure. Yeah. Okay. That was a good one.